Hey family, welcome back to Imani Invests. Today we are going to talk about a secret the retirement industry has spent decades trying to bury in fine print. The average American retires at 62. But did you know that the average person's health starts its most significant decline around age 58? That 4-year gap between when your body starts slowing down and when the system says you're allowed to stop working is an accident. It's the most profitable design feature of the financial industry. They want you to keep working and paying fees until you are too tired to actually enjoy the money you saved. But there is a ripcord hidden in the IRS code that your financial advisor probably hasn't mentioned. It's called the Rule of 55. It allows you to access your 401k completely penalty-free at age 55, not 59 and a half. This isn't some get-rich-quick scheme. It is written directly into the tax law. Today, I'm going to show you how to use it to take back your healthiest years. And I'll point out the traps that could turn this blessing into an expensive mistake. Here's the image I want you to keep in your mind. Your retirement savings are like fruit on a tree. There is a window when that fruit is perfectly ripe. If you pick it too early, you pay a 10% penalty, like biting into something sour. But if you wait too long, you'll have a huge harvest on paper, but you might not have the teeth left to eat it. The Rule of 55 is about picking your fruit exactly when it's ready. Let's get into the mechanics. According to IRS Section 72T, if you leave your job, whether you retire, quit, or even get laid off, in or after the calendar year you turn 55, you can take money out of that employer's 401k or 403b without the 10% penalty. Notice I said calendar year. If your 55th birthday is in December, you could actually leave your job in January of that same year and still qualify. For someone who is burnt out, that's almost a full year of freedom you didn't know you had. But family, you have to be careful, because there is a major trap here. The Rule of 55 only applies to the 401k of the employer you just left. It does not apply to your IRS or 401k. As from old jobs, if you followed the standard advice and rolled all your old 401k into an IRA, that money is now locked until you are 59 and a half. The pro move here is to do a reverse rollover. Before you leave your current job, you roll your old 401k's and IRAs into your current employer's plan. That moves all your fruit onto one tree. Then, when you separate at 55, the whole balance becomes accessible. But check your plan's rules first. Some plans only let you take your money out in one big lump sum. If you were forced to take $1 million at once, the IRS is going to take a massive bite in income taxes. You want a plan that allows periodic withdrawals, so you can take just what you need. Now, why does this matter so much? Because of the 3 windows of retirement. Window 1 is the go years, 55 to 68. This is when you can still hike, travel, and carry your own bags. Window 2 is the slow, go years, 68 to 78, where you're still active, but things start to scale down. Window 3 is the no, go years. 1 in 4 men will face a significant health event between 55 and 65. The version of retirement you're dreaming about right now requires the body you have at 58, not 72. Retiring at 55 also opens up a massive tax advantage called the Roth conversion window. When you stop working, you're on paper. Income drops. This allows you to move money from your traditional 401k into a Roth account while you're in a low tax bracket, maybe 10% or 12%. If you wait until you're 70 and Social Security kicks in, you might be pushed back into a 22% or 24% bracket. By being on paper poor for a few years, you can save tens of thousands of dollars in lifetime taxes. I want to tell you about David. He was 54, earning $180,000 in tech, and he was exhausted. His advisor told him to work until 62 to maximize the chart. But David ran the real numbers. He rolled his old accounts into his current 401k and retired at 55. By using the Rule of 55 and strategically drawing from his brokerage account first, he kept his taxable income low enough to get a huge subsidy on his healthcare, ACA, and performed Roth conversions at a discount. He didn't have the biggest number on the chart, but he had the most freedom. He chose to spend his healthiest decade in Patagonia instead of a cubicle. The biggest risk is in running out of money. It's involuntary retirement. Data shows that 42% of people are forced out of the workforce earlier than they planned due to health or layoffs. If you don't have a plan for 55, the system will make the choice for you. And it usually happens when you are least prepared. I think about a woman named Carol. She had enough to retire at 55, but she kept moving the goalposts. She wanted just one more year to hit a certain number. At 58, she got laid off during a merger. She was financially fine, but she realized she had wasted 3 of her best. Go, years chasing a number she didn't even need. The fruit was ripe, but she was too anxious to pick it. So here are your 3 action steps. Call your HR department. Ask if they accept incoming rollovers and if they allow periodic withdrawals for separated employees. Get real about healthcare. Go to healthcare.gov and see what your subsidy would be if your income was, say, $50,000. It's usually much more affordable than people think. Find a fee-only planner. Talk to someone who makes a percentage of your money. They have no incentive to tell you to stop working. Find someone who will give you a flat fee plan for these Roth conversions. Family work has dignity, but so does choosing how you spend your finite time on this earth. The retirement industry wants you to maximize a balance on a spreadsheet. I want you to maximize the life you have left. The fruit is ripe. Don't let it rot on the tree just because someone else wants to collect the fees. This is Imani reminding you that wealth is built step by step, and your time is the only currency you can earn back. If this blessed you, hit that like button, subscribe to the family, and share this with someone who needs to hear the truth about 55. I'll see you in the next one.